Hello! Alright friends, here we have another Star Wars Black 6-inch figure review. This particular figure is the Stormtrooper. Now I wasn't going to review this figure because it's been out for a while and it is very similar to the Sandtrooper figure overall, but I still thought it'd be nice to take a look at it. It is, of course, comes in the standard Star Wars Black Series packaging. So with the orange lights, although we've switched to the blue Death Star light setup with the newest figures. We have a wonderful image of the Stormtrooper in the upper right hand corner, like we've come to expect from the Black Series. And then on the back, we have the full text. Stormtroopers board the Rebel blockade runner Tantive 4 and send word to Darth Vader that they have captured Princess Leia. And a nice image of the Stormtroopers storming the Tantive 4. You can see in the packaging that he comes with two different rifles, but let's go ahead and get it open so we can see what we think. Okay, so here's the Stormtrooper out of the package. Just before I show it to you, I did put the Tantive 4 in the background just for fun. So here we go. This is our Stormtrooper out of the package. He has all the articulation you have come to expect from the Star Wars Black Series. He has just an insane amount of articulation. And looks really good. I mean, it's a good sculpt on the helmet. Again, very similar to what we saw with the Sandtrooper. And in fact, let's go ahead and do a quick comparison. Here's the Sandtrooper. So as you can see, very similar. We just see one that's new out of the box, fresh from the armory, and one that's been out in the field for a long time. So you see all that weathering effect. Now what I do like about the Stormtrooper is that he is a clean and matte white. So it does look like it's his first day on the job. Has some just really great detail, but is a cleaner version than what we saw with the Sandtrooper, which as much as I like the Sandtrooper, I really like the Sandtrooper. It's nice to have a just clean standard Stormtrooper. As far as accessories that come on his figure, you have the non-removable belt, which includes the detonator and a holster. Now, if you saw my Clone Trooper review, I was given a pretty hard time about the fact that I complained that there was no holster on the Clone Trooper. Now, Clone Troopers don't have holsters, which is fine. Mostly my complaint was that it was a very generic figure with no real added value from accessories, from play features. Really, there wasn't much there. And this is what I like about the Stormtrooper. There's just a little bit more here. With the holster, you've got, and I understand that this is basically a repaint or an unpaint of an original figure that we've already seen, but I'm really impressed. There's just something iconic about seeing the Stormtrooper in its clean form. Now, a lot of people have asked about removing the head and putting a Luke Skywalker or a Han Solo head on there. they won't fit. They're two different ball sizes. And not surprisingly, we are supposed to see a recast of this figure with a smaller ball joint, and that comes with the Luke or Han head. So, you know, was it an oversight on their part, or was it planning for us to spend more money? I don't know. But for now, we won't be able to do that mashup between the two figures. However, overall, I'm just, I do like this figure. I think that, again, it's nice to have one in your collection. It really does. It's nice for army builders. It's nice to have the variety. It's nice to see the fresh sculpt, the fresh paintwork as opposed to the weathered paintwork. You can see that the sculpting is really nice. There's some really clean lines. As you can see, though, on the brow there's a little bit of paint bleed. But overall, I've seen people with worse paint jobs than the one I have, so there's a little bit of variation there. But overall, I just, I'm very happy with how he stacks up. Just looks fantastic. So, if you've been watching my videos, you know I'm a big fan of the Black Series anyway. So, it takes a lot for me to be disappointed in a figure. The Clone Wars figure, the Clone Trooper figure, was disappointing just because it was really bland. For some reason, I don't feel that way about this one. Maybe it's nostalgia. Maybe it's just this is my favorite version of this particular, of a Stormtrooper. But, either way, we're going to see in the next wave that's getting ready to come out, or is already out in stores, we're going to get to see another version of the Sand Trooper. So I'm just glad that we have the Stormtrooper, the nice clean Stormtrooper for army building purposes and really just for display purposes, so we get that real standard Stormtrooper look. One thing that I will point out is this is, as far as I'm aware, a new rifle. It's a giant rifle. It's got some nice weathering effects on there, and I think really looks the part. But I'm just a big fan of a standing Stormtrooper. Standing at attention. So that's how I'm going to display him with his other rifle. In this holster. And that's it. Again, just a quick comparison. You can see, interestingly, at the same price point, a lot less accessories on the Stormtrooper than there was on the Sand Trooper. Sand Trooper has the full backpack. It's a much beefier looking figure. No holster though. But I think that we've come to expect that regardless of the amount of accessories that are included with a figure, it's going to have the same price point in this Star Wars Black Series line. So I'm okay with that. I feel like sometimes you just want a little bit of a break on the price point, just based on the fact that there's just not that much in it. But that's it. That's our Star Wars Black 6-inch Stormtrooper. Thanks so much for watching my review. If I were to summarize the review, I would say an absolute must-have for anyone that is collecting the Black line, just because, it's iconic. But that's it. Thanks so much.